All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemick, and producer Nikki Earnshaw have a spirited show today. We're having a lot of fun. 609-403-0973 is the text board. If you want to send us a text, who's your biggest villain in Philadelphia sports history, 609-403-0973. But now we're going to go to our next guest, and I'm really excited about talking to this fella because Glassboro's been putting out Glassboro's got a lot of talent coming out of that town. I guess they got a good football program from youth all the way up. And I talked with Jeff Cusack, who's the former athletic director, and I said, and I saw that Keon Sabb play for Michigan. I got to get him on. So let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room. He played for the National Championship Michigan Wolverines. Keon Sobb. Good morning, Keon.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, man. I am like, what is in the water at Glassboro? You guys got a lot of big names coming out of that town.
It's feeling like some good water. We definitely see some pretty good guys.
Hey, Keon, I don't know if you noticed, I told your father, I believe it was, or maybe your Uncle Tim, that I coached baseball at Glassboro for 5 years. I think it was from 2012 into 2016, 4 or 5 years, and I was the head JV baseball coach down there at Glassboro. I don't know if you knew that.
No, that's my first time hearing that.
Yeah. So I'm Glassboro family.
It's our first time too.
Yeah. I coached baseball down there. So Keon, tell us what it was like to be on that big stage. You're from a small town in South Jersey, but I know you played it. Michigan. They got 102,000 people in that stadium. But being at the national championship game down there in Hughes, that had to be unbelievable.
Yeah, it was an amazing feeling. It was the craziest and the best atmosphere I've ever played in. So it was definitely a blessing being on that stage.
Keon, were you nervous? I mean, obviously playing in Michigan, you play in front of big crowds, a Big Ten and everything. But this is, every single eye in America. I mean, all of America's watching this game. And is that added pressure? Or you blocked that out?
There was definitely some jitters, like, earlier in the week, but once it got closer to the week and once it got to game day and really being on the field, all the jitters just went away and it was ready to play football.
Hey, Keon, that's David Klemick. I'm a South Jersey guy as well. I played a little bit of football in the NFL. I played for the Chiefs, and I watched the game, obviously. But I was thinking the game against Alabama was the tough one. I knew if you got through Alabama, you were going to win this national championship. How about the Alabama game and that big win for you guys?
Yeah, that one was amazing, especially being at the Rose Bowl, being in Cali, and everything that really goes into that game, and that game going like how it did into overtime. That game was something special, and it was definitely one to remember forever.
Good friend of mine, one of my teammates was Derek Alexander. He was a former first-round draft pick from Michigan, and he was at the game at the Rose Bowl and everything like that. And he's a pretty esteemed alumni. And I said, "Could you get down on the field with the guys?" He goes, "No, I'm not big time enough." I was like, "Wow!" So it must have been a big deal. Derek Alexander is a dear friend of mine, teammate, and he was like, "It was the greatest thing ever." He was like, "It was like I'd give up part of my own career just to be there in the stands, to be there again." So I was super proud of Michigan for doing your thing. But how was the on the field? It looked like you guys were on the Rose Bowl. You're playing on grass, right? It looked like it was like very, like the grass was kind of like messy. It was like muddy or something like that, right? I saw a lot of slipping and falling.
I think it was rain the day before or that morning, but the field held up really well. It was a really good field. It was just a little rain the day. I think it was the morning of, but it could have been worse. But the field was actually really good.
Okay, yeah, it looked like some of the plays I saw, like just cleats slipping out for no reason and stuff like that. I'm so excited for you guys.
Yeah, man.
I'm just so excited to see Clemson, Ohio State, and you guys knocked out Ohio State the past couple years.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a big game.
That's amazing stuff.
We're talking with Keon Sabb. He's a South Jersey native from Glassboro, played on the Michigan Wolverines national championship team. Great win. Keon, now I like hype, but I got to tell you, I think Michigan's fight song is one of the best fight songs in the country. When that band plays, I don't know, do you get pumped up?
Yeah, it's definitely It's a crazy feeling once you hear it because you know it's go time.
Yeah, right?
You definitely know it's go time. I think we got one of the best in the country for sure.
And one other thing too, how about after the game? You know, you'll have Coach Harbaugh get on there and talk about whatever. He's being diplomatic as possible. You know what he's saying in public. When you get back to the locker room, when you guys saw each other, what did he say to the team?
I think it was really our same routine we have. We pray at first. We pray when we first get in there, and then Coach does the Jolly Good Fellows, and we sing the Jolly Good Fellows to the guys and the Hail to the Victors. And he was just really proud of us and what we've really been through all through the season and getting to this point and finally accomplishing our goal.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hey, Keon, talk to us about Coach Harbaugh. I mean, he's obviously been under a lot of fire. Is he going to be? Do you think he's going to remain as the head coach there at Michigan? What's your gut feeling?
I think he will. I don't really know the future, and I don't really know what's going on with all the stuff that's above me or whatever. But I'm just ready to see if he'll be back, and I think he will.
Hey, Keon, it's Nick here. I got to go back to the Rose Bowl. That game was an absolute classic. Now, in overtime, when you guys got that final stop, I mean, what's going through your head in that last play of the game? I just wanted to see what you were thinking.
It was like I knew our defensive call, but obviously you don't know the offenses, so we're like, I think this is a good one to be in. And everybody was holding their breath on the last play, but once we saw them get the stop, everybody ran on, screaming, jumping, and it really didn't set in like, wow, like we really just beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl in overtime. So it was a great feeling.
Now, do you guys get a chance to celebrate, party? I mean, what is it like? Real strict? I mean, do you guys? I mean, like obviously you just won the Rose Bowl. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Since we had to fly back. I think we had to fly back right after the game. We couldn't really party or anything like that.
You would think, you would think you'd have a little bit more time in Southern California. I've been to the Rose Bowl. I've been to. I saw a couple games in the Rose Bowl. I saw, of course, I don't know what Super Bowl it was. It was the Broncos against the Giants. So I was there in the stadium for that. That is such a picturesque place to play, isn't it? These San Gabriel Mountains and the flyover and just the crowd. It's a cool setting to play football.
Yeah, I think if you're a football player, that's somewhere you always want to play at before your career is over, just because of everything that goes into it with the game and where it's at and everything.
Keon, are you back at school right now?
Yes, I'm back at school right now.
Is there a lot of snow on the ground out there?
Yeah,
Michigan?
we actually had a snow. It was like a snowstorm yesterday. My power was out. It just came
Really?
back on this morning. Yeah.
Now, how much time will you get off? Like, when does spring ball start?
Coach Harbaugh moved spring ball back until like March, so we got a little bit extra time than normal, but we still have workouts coming up in the next couple weeks.
So I got I got another question for you now. A little different from when I played college football. You guys have NIL deals, right? And you're getting paid.
Good question.
All right, so what's that like? Because I remember, we're not having very comfortable conditions, and you guys, how many of you guys are actually getting like paid a lot of money there?
There's some guys on the team making some really big bucks, and we've been blessed to be in the era of NIL, and I think our school is taking advantage of it and putting us in really good positions to take care of ourselves while we're here in college.
Yeah. Do you have to live in the dorms, or do you have like a mansion somewhere?
I'm in an apartment. Yeah, one of my roommates. Yeah.
Who also plays football, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, one in a corner. Yeah, Miles Pollard.
So let's go back to your career in high school. You played. You're from Glassboro. I think you played your sophomore year there, right? And then you went to Williamstown for a year.
The freshman and sophomore year, I was at Glassboro, and the end of my sophomore and beginning of my junior year, I was at Williamstown. I went to IMG Academy.
So tell us about IMG, because the locker room, we broadcasted live at the Battle at the Beach this year in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we saw St. Joe's and IMG play. And I got to tell you, man, IMG, St. Joe's, they're like college teams. What was it like? What was your experience like down there?
It was a great experience. It prepared me for college. Playing against that kind of competition every day in practice and having that college feel, living on my own. I think it was the best decision I made football-wise at that time for sure.
But as you're from South Jersey, but you go down and live in Florida. You didn't have any parental supervision down there, did you?
No, but the way the IMG is set up and the coaches, it was a really trusting system, and the coaches, I believed in them. They trusted in me, and my parents trusted that they could take care of me while I was out there. So it was a pretty smooth transition.
Well, I got to tell you, Keon, you got a legacy going here. I mean, look at Gary Brackett, George and Jawan Johnson, Corey Clement, now Keon Sabb from Glassboro. I remember walking in when I first applied to be a coach there at Glassboro. I walked into the athletic director, to Jeff Cusack's office, and he had all these guys' pictures. Now your picture's going to be up there.
Yeah, hopefully one day soon that mine is up there.
Well, listen, Keon, man, we're so proud of you, and I really appreciate you coming on the show today. And I hope we have a long career and make it to the NFL. And we'll have you back on again, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I hope that as well.
Hey, congratulations on a great win, National Champion Michigan Wolverines. Congratulations to you, and we look forward to seeing bigger and better things from you in the future.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There he is, Keon Sabb on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. How about that, Clement?
Well, I just love that he said he was blessed.
Yeah,
That's a neat
well,
thing
he said,
for me,
and also, I know you like this. A lot of people pray in college.
Yeah.
I remember when I played college football at Leeds McRae, we did the Lord's Prayer before every game.
Well, we're also we're starting our at Clement Performance Method. We're starting our first Bible study.
That's great.
Ever.
Saw that.
And the thing was, I had to declare it right and put it 7:30 on Monday to 8:30. Now that's gonna cut into some Eagles time.
What do you mean you had to declare it?
Well, because every time you declare your faith somewhere,
okay.
there's a trap set by the devil, and then our power went out.
Oh, right. You
So
were
I
telling
had
me
to just put something. I go, all right, I'm doing it right now. We're gonna set the time and date, and then we'll worry about it later.
All right.
So then, but anyway, that was it's a neat thing, and the players, like I said, have been the most successful.
He sounds like
I've
a
been
great
around.
kid.
Yeah, he does.
He sounds like
Humble
he's really
kid.
squared away. You
He
know what I
really
mean?
does.
And
He
by the
really
way,
does.
that's what football does. Football prepares you not for life. It teaches you how to overcome adversity, how to be a teammate, how to deal with how to deal with
Adversity,
but overcoming and how to deal with it. You know what I mean? Not everybody can deal with that stuff.
And you know what's one that is
Losing, learning how to lose, learning how to win.
Here's one I'm going to throw in there. You guys can chew this up and spit it out or take it. You ever want to ask somebody about race stuff? You go to a football player who goes in and sacrifices their body for you. I don't
Doesn't
care
matter what color
where you
skin,
came
right.
from. I don't care your background, your religion, whatever. You see someone sacrifice their body so that you can sneak past and score a touchdown.
Right.
You're their best friend. You forget about all your differences, and now you're equal.
You're one. You're one.
You don't care about that.
Right.
So that's why those guys in the NFL should be the ones to talk about it. Because for the people that don't know anybody else but what you see on TV, go ask a football player who they really care about. Who cares about them?
Who cares
There you
about
go.
them? And by the way,
Right there.
3 coaches this year have stepped down: Saban, Belichick, and
Pete Carroll.
Pete
Wow,
Carroll
how
out
are
there.
we talking about that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
my
I mean,
It's been a jam-packed show.
Right, 3 great coaches gone this year.
That's unbelievable.
Retired. Well, I think we'll see Belichick reappear.
I think we will too.
At Alabama?
Yeah.
No, he won't go to
Tomlin?
No,
Tomlin's going to leave,
Tomlin?
right? Tomlin's
No.
going to be out of there.
I don't think
I
He's
don't
leaving
think so.
Pittsburgh.
I don't
You
think
so? Why would he leave there? He's never had a losing season.
I know, but I-
Sherpan should have his gear on, the
know.
Pittsburgh gear on today.
That's
All
big
right.
that all those coaches left the same year.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. Tell them the locker room sent you. Excuse me. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's because we love La Scala's. La Scala's food is to die for. You got to get down there. They opened the rave reviews this summer. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll enjoy their famous pizza, daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open up Wednesday through Sunday. They're located in 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m. One free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peronis, and $4 house wines. They got a big bar with a big wraparound bar with big screen TVs. You can see every single game that's played. Not a bad seat in the house. Visit LaScalasBeachHouse.com for their menu. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Dave Klemick, and Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.